you. So in last lecture we have started the unit number 6, that is heat exchanger. So in that we have discussed about the what is the definition of heat exchanger, what are the examples of the heat exchanger. Then after that we have discussed about the classification of heat exchanger. So basically there are four classification, that is according to the nature of heat exchange process, then according to the relative direction of fluid motion, then according to the design and construction features, and according to the physical state of fluids. Okay, so these are the main classifications for the heat exchanger. So in the first type, that is nature of heat exchange process, we have discussed about the direct contact heat exchanger, then indirect contact heat exchanger. So in the indirect contact heat exchanger there are two types, that is regenerator and recuperator. Okay, so after that discussed about the according to the fluid motion, in there are three types of heat exchanger, that is parallel then cross flow heat exchanger, counter flow heat exchanger, and cross flow heat exchanger. Okay, so after that we have according to the design and construction features, we have discussed the four types, that is first one concentric tube is there, then second one shell and tube heat exchanger is there, then third one multi shell and tube heat exchanger is there, and the last one is the compact heat exchanger. Okay, and next we have discussed about the physical types of heat exchanger, that is condenser and evaporator, condenser. So that part we have discussed in the last lecture. Now next point we have to discuss, that is heat exchanger analysis. Now yes sir, present the screen now. Heat exchanger analysis. Okay, so now write down the all of the next point, that is heat exchanger analysis. Now we have to discuss the next point, heat exchanger analysis. So all of you give the new heading, that is heat exchanger analysis. Give the new heading, heat exchanger analysis. Heat exchanger analysis. Okay, so our aim is to design the heat exchanger. आपला जो काय एम आहे, आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, our aim is to design the any heat exchanger. So for that, what are the different parameters we require? We have to discuss about the what are the different parameters which is related to the design of heat exchanger. Okay, so what are the different parameters which are required for the designing of heat exchanger? That is first one is the U. So what is the meaning of this capital U? Capital U is nothing but overall heat transfer coefficient, and it is due to the different modes of heat transfer is there. Basically there are three modes of heat transfer is there: conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay, so according to the modes of heat transfer, we have to find out the overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, so that overall heat transfer coefficient is nothing but capital U. Okay, then what is the total surface area of the heat transfer? Whatever the heat transfer is takes place between hot fluid to cold fluid, hot fluid to cold fluid. So there is a one area, through that area heat transfer is takes place. Okay, so this is the very important parameter, that is what is the area, that is total surface area of the heat transfer, that is nothing but capital A. Okay, then third point, that is T1 and T2. Whatever the fluids we have using, there is a hot fluid is there, there is a cold fluid is there. So what is the inlet temperature of that particular fluid, what is the outlet temperature of that particular fluid? So this parameter is also very important. Okay, so write down, all of you write down, for designing or predicting the performance of heat exchanger. Write down, for designing or predicting, for designing or predicting the performance of heat exchanger, the performance of a heat exchanger, it is necessary that it is necessary that the related with parameters may be treated with governing parameter, governing parameter, governing parameter. Okay, governing parameter that just rapid overall transfer capital overall heat transfer coefficient, overall heat transfer coefficient due to various modes of transfer. Hello. Now is anyone? Okay. Anyone reply me? Sound is clearly audible? And hello. Yes, sir. Hello. Anyone? Unmute yourself and the sound is audible. Okay. Now it is audible. So in the heat exchanger analysis. So all of you write down the first point, that is overall heat transfer coefficient. Okay, overall heat transfer coefficient due to various modes of transfer, due to various modes of heat transfer, due to various modes of heat transfer. Second, write down second, a total surface area of the heat transfer, a total surface area of the heat transfer, total surface area of the heat transfer, a total surface area of the heat transfer. Okay, then write on third, T1 and T2, T1 and T2, the inlet and outlet fluid temperature, the inlet and outlet fluid temperature, the inlet and outlet fluid temperature. Okay. Yes, sir. Slide वरती घे. Yes, sir. Hello. Okay. Okay. So this is the diagram for the analysis of we are considering the one diagram. So from the one compartment hot fluid is moving and for the another compartment cold fluid is moving. Okay, so what is the inlet temperature of the hot fluid? That is TH1. And what is the outlet temperature of the hot fluid? That is TH2. And what is the inlet temperature of the cold fluid? That is TC1. And what is the outlet temperature of the cold fluid? That is TC2. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram. So from the one compartment hot fluid is from the other compartment, or from the one pipe fluid is moving and another pipe cold fluid is moving, and because of this what happens, heat transfer is taking place, that temperature of hot fluid is reduces and temperature of fluid is increases. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram. So temperature difference between one and TC1, that is nothing but theta 1, and temperature difference between TO and TC2, that is nothing but theta 2. And at the dividing wall, that is nothing but heat area, and heat transfer place from the hot fluid to the cold fluid. Heat transfer place from the hot fluid. Okay, so if you draw this diagram. Okay, so diagram is over. So there are two pipes. In one pipe hot and in another pipe cold fluid is there. Inlet temperature of hot fluid is TH1. Outlet temperature of hot TH2. Inlet temperature of fluid is T1. Inlet temperature of cold fluid is TC2. And whatever the air which is in between hot fluid, that is nothing but transfer area. And TC1, that temperature difference is theta 1. TH2, that temperature difference is theta 2. Okay. Then there are different parameters. So air is nothing but mass flow rate kg per second. So what hot fluid is moving, or whatever the cold fluid is moving through that particular pipe, so flow rate, and it is denoted by the, so all of you write down m dot is nothing but mass flow rate per second. Write down m dot is nothing flow rate, mass flow rate, mass flow rate kg per second, mass flow rate kg per second. Okay, Cp is nothing but specific heat of fluid. Okay? If hot fluid is there, then specific heat of hot fluid. If cold fluid is there, then specific heat of the cold fluid. Okay, so write down Cp is nothing but specific heat of fluid, specific heat of fluid at constant pressure, and write down the heat of the specific, that is Joule per distance. Nothing but temperature fluid in degrees Celsius. T is what temperature fluid, temperature of fluid, temperature of fluid in degrees Celsius. Then delta T is nothing but temperature drop or rise of across the heat exchanger. जे temperature काय होणार आहे, कमी आहे, the temperature is in, so that temperature, so up or down, delta T is nothing but drop or rise, temperature drop or rise across heat exchanger, across the heat exchanger, across the heat exchanger. Okay, So this is the sum of parameters for that particular heat exchanger. म्हणजे hot fluid साठी mass flow rate असणार, काहीतरी टेम्परेचर असणार आहे, हॉट फ्लूइड साठी काहीतरी टेम्परेचर, हॉट फ्लूइड साठी स्पेसिफिक हीट असणार आहे. So now heat given by the hot fluid, hot करणार heat cold fluid ला आहे. So how much amount of heat is in the hot fluid? So how to calculate that? We know the standard equation for that, mCp delta T. According to that equation, we have to write down the equation for this hot fluid. That is heat given up by the hot fluid. Okay. Hot fluid आपली heat cold fluid देणार आहे, पण त्या hot fluid मध्ये किती heat आहे? So how to calculate that heat? That is m delta T. Okay. So write down equation. Heat given up by the hot fluid, given up by the hot fluid, heat given up by the hot fluid, Q is equal to heat given up by the hot fluid is equal to Q is equal to m dot H, that is mass flow rate of the hot fluid, m dot H into Cp of hot fluid, that is Cph, m dot H into Cph into bracket H1 minus TH2 into bracket TH1 minus TH2. TH1 and TH2 म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? TH1 is nothing but inlet temperature of fluid and TH2 is nothing but outlet temperature of the hot fluid. म्हणजे त्या hot fluid मधला temperature difference असणार आहे for that particular heat exchanger. Okay, so mCp delta T. So in that form we have to write down the equation m dot H into Cph into TH1 minus TH2. We have written the equation for the hot fluid. Okay, similarly we have to write down the equation for the cold fluid. That is how much amount of heat is picked by the particular that cold fluid. Okay, so all of you write down. First of all, we have to write down that equation number 1 for the hot fluid equation, that is Q is equal to m dot H into Cph into TH1 minus TH2. That is the equation number 1. Okay, then we have to write down the equation, next equation, heat picked up by the cold fluid, heat picked up. I नाही तिकडे. Okay, so heat picked up by the cold fluid, Q is equal to m dot C Cpc into TC2 minus TC1. So all of you write down that equation for the cold fluid, and that is the equation number 2. Is equation number, that is the equation number 2. Then write down. So we written equation for separately hot fluid and cold fluid. So now we have to write down the equation for the overall heat exchanger. So for that we have to consider overall heat transfer coefficient, and we have to consider the temperature difference, and that temperature difference is nothing but LMTD, log mean temperature difference. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेला आपण heat exchanger there is a hot and there is a cold, different temperature difference is there. There is a difference is there. For the overall heat exchanger, there is a different temperature difference is there. Okay, so for that temperature difference is nothing but log in temperature difference. ज्यावेळेला आपण heat exchanger साठी equation लिहिणार आहे, whole heat exchanger साठी, at that time we have to consider the theta m, and that theta m is nothing but log mean temperature difference. Okay, overall heat exchanger साठी तुम्हाला जर इक्वेशन लिहायचं असेल तर at that time we have to write down the equation as a Q is equal to U into A into theta m. Q is equal to U into A into theta m. Total heat transfer rate, total heat transfer rate in the heat exchanger, total heat transfer rate in the heat exchanger, total heat transfer rate in the heat exchanger, total heat transfer rate in the heat exchanger. Write down that equation. Q is equal to U into A into theta m. Q is equal to U into A into theta m. Q is equal to U into A into theta m. Okay, so that U is nothing but overall heat transfer coefficient between the two fluids. Then A is nothing but effective heat transfer area, and theta m is nothing but logarithmic mean temperature difference. Okay, so all of you write down the meaning of each term. What is U? U is nothing but overall heat transfer between the two fluids. Then A is the effective heat transfer area, nothing but logarithmic. What is the cut for logarithmic mean temperature difference? That LMTD. Okay, so all of you write down. So for the whole heat exchanger, we have to use that equation. Q is equal to U into A into theta m, and that theta m is nothing but LMTD. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Next slide. Okay. So all of you write down the definition of LMTD. Definition of the LMTD. Okay. So we have considered the heat exchanger. So whatever the difference for the heat exchanger, it is constant throughout process. Okay. जो काही टेम्परेचर डिफरन्स असणार आहे तो त्या पूर्ण प्रोसेससाठी आपण काय करणार आहे, कॉन्स्टंट कन्सिडर करणार आणि तो कसा फाइंड आउट करणार आहे, that temperature difference is nothing but LMTD. Okay, so write down the definition for the LMTD. It is defined as, write down the definition. It is defined as the temperature difference, the temperature difference which if constant is defined as the temperature difference which if constant would give the same rate of transfer, would give the same rate of transfer, give a transfer as actually occur under variable conditions, as actual occurs under variable conditions of temperature difference. Variable conditions of temperature difference. Okay, हा टेम्परेचर थ्रूआउट आपण स्टडी जरी variable condition जरी असेल, at that time this temperature difference we have to use, and by using that we have to calculate the overall heat transfer, that is Q. Okay, so this LMTD is nothing but throughout that heat exchanging process we have to considering that temperature difference is the same if there are variable conditions also there. At the time we have to use this temperature difference, and this temperature difference is nothing but log mean temperature difference. Okay, so next line, in order to derive expression for LMTD, now our next aim is to calculate the LMTD equation. What is the equation for the LMTD? So for that we have to considering the different assumptions. So for that we have to write down, in order to derive expression for, in order to derive expression for LMTD for various type of heat exchanger, expression for LMTD for various type of heat exchanger, various type of heat exchanger. The following assumptions are made. The following assumptions are made. The following assumptions are made. Okay. जे काय आपल्याला LMTD चे इक्वेशन डिराइव करायचं आहे. सो फॉर दी डिराइविंग दॅट पर्टिक्युलर इक्वेशन वी हॅव टू कन्सिडरिंग दी सम assumptions. तर ते कुठले कुठले assumptions आहेत? व्हॉट आर द डिफरंट assumptions we have to consider? Okay. So first assumption, overall heat transfer coefficient is constant. म्हणजे जे काही हीट एक्सचेंज प्रोसेस आहे त्या प्रोसेस मध्ये जो काही ओव्हरऑल हीट ट्रान्सफर होणार आहे तर ते आपण काय कन्सिडर करणार आहे, तो कॉन्स्टंट असणार आहे. ओके. सो राइट ऑन फर्स्ट assumption, the overall heat transfer coefficient, the overall heat transfer coefficient, that is capital U, is constant. The overall heat transfer coefficient, capital U, is constant. The overall heat transfer coefficient, capital U, is constant. Capital U is constant. Okay. Then whatever the flow conditions are there, that flow conditions are steady. म्हणजे जे काही fluid flow होणार आहे with respect to time असेल तर ते काय असणार आहे, constant flow असणार आहे. Okay. So we have to considering that second assumption. Write down, the flow conditions are steady. The flow conditions are steady. Okay. So write down the second assumption, the flow conditions are steady. The flow conditions are steady. So whatever, ओके, मास फ्लो रेट असणार आहे तो आपण काय करणार आहे, कॉन्स्टंट कन्सिडर करणार आहे. म्हणजे जे काही पर सेकंड केजी सेकंड जे पास होणार आहे किंवा जी काही स्पीक हीट असणार फ्लूइड असेल कोल्ड फ्लूइड असेल तर ते काय असणार आहे, कॉन्स्टंट असणार आहे. वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर दिस assumption. सो राइट ऑन थर्ड assumption, the specific heats and mass flow rates of the specific heat and the specific and mass of both fluids are constant. The specific heats and mass flow rates of both fluids are constant. Both fluids are constant. Both fluids are constant. The specific heats and mass flow rates of both fluids are constant. Okay. So this is the third assumption. Then write down the fourth assumption. There is no loss heat in the surrounding. So the heat will be produced in the available in the hot fluid, that is the cold fluid. So when there is loss of heat in the surrounding, आपण काय कन्सिडर करणार आहे की त्या सिस्टम मध्ये जी काही, so there is, fourth assumption, there is no loss of heat. There is no loss of heat. There is no loss of heat to the surroundings. There is no loss of heat. There is no loss of heat to the surroundings. To the surroundings. There is no loss of heat to the surroundings. Okay. There is a no change of phase during transfer. त्याच वेळ किंवा त्याची जी चेंज होणार consider. So okay, to write down the next assumption, there is no change of phase. There is no change of phase. There is no change of phase heat transfer during heat transfer. There is no change of during heat transfer. Okay, and we are considering the change in kinetic energy, that is negligible change is there. Okay, so assuming that condition also, the change in, right on next assumption, sixth assumption, the change in potential and kinetic energy, potential energy, kinetic energy are negligible. The change in potential energy and kinetic energy are negligible. The change in potential energy and kinetic energy are negligible. Okay. Then seventh, axial conduction along the tubes of the heat exchanger is negligible. जो काय मोड ऑफ कंडक्शन असणार आहे along the tubes जो असणार आहे तो आपण काय negligible consider करणार आहे. So all of you write down axial conduction. Next assumption, seventh assumption, axial conduction along the tubes of the heat exchanger. Axial conduction along the tubes of the heat exchanger. Axial conduction along the tubes of the heat exchanger is negligible. Along the tubes of the heat exchanger is negligible. Full stop. Okay. So these are the assumptions we are considering for the deriving the expression for the LMTD. म्हणजे जो काय लॉग मीन टेम्परेचर डिफरन्स आपण इक्वेशन डिराइव करणार आहे, तर ते इक्वेशन डिराइव करण्यासाठी आपल्याला काय लागणार आहे, we have to derive the equation. So we have to find out the equation for the LMTD. So basically there are two types of the heat exchanger to consider, that is parallel flow heat exchanger and counter flow heat exchanger. So what is meant by parallel flow heat exchanger? In the parallel flow heat exchanger, the direction of hot fluid and cold fluid is the same. Parallel flow heat exchanger आपण कशाला म्हणतो, तर त्याच्यामध्ये जे काय हॉट फ्लुइड आहे, जे काय कोल्ड फ्लुइड आहे, ते एकाच डायरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह होणार आहे. आणि व्हॉट अबाउट heat exchanger, direction of hot fluid and cold fluid is opposite. The direction of hot fluid and cold fluid is opposite. So now we have to find out the LMTD for the parallel flow heat exchanger and LMTD for the counter flow heat exchanger. म्हणजे जे काय लॉग मीन टेम्परेचर डिफरन्स जे काय इक्वेशन आहे ते आपण पॅरलल फ्लो साठी फाइंड आउट करणार आहे. Then we have to find out the LMTD equation for the counter flow heat exchanger. Okay. So all of you write down the next heading. Next heading, that is LMTD for heat exchanger. Write down LMTD for log in temperature difference जे काही इक्विलिब्रियम फ्लो साठी ते आपण काय करणार आहे, derive expression. Okay. So do the thing as a LD for parallel flow heat exchanger and draw these two diagram. That is constructional diagram and graphical diagram. Construction diagram मध्ये काय असणार आहे, आता आपल्याला माहिती आहे parallel flow heat exchanger मध्ये काय असणार आहे, एक हॉट फ्लुइड ची पाईप असणार आहे आणि त्याच्या सराउंडिंगला कोल्ड फ्लुइड ची पाईप असणार आहे. Okay, several pipe hot and at the periphery of there is another pipe, and through that pipe cold fluid is moving, and the direction of hot fluid and cold fluid is. Okay, so all of you draw the both diagrams. Constructional diagram, and that is flow arrangement, and then second diagram is the graphical diagram. Okay, so in the second diagram, on the x-axis that is length is there, and on the y-axis temperature is there. Okay, so already in the classification we have drawn this type of diagram. So temperature of hot fluid reduces from TH1 to TH2, and temperature of cold fluid increases from TC to TC2. Okay, then TH1 and TC1 मधला difference काय असणार आहे, θ1 असणार आहे. So θ1 is equal to TH1 minus TC1. Okay, and at the right hand side what is the temperature difference between TH2 and TC2? That is theta 2. Theta 2 म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? TH2 आणि TC2 मधला temperature difference असणार आहे. Okay, and we have considering one small elemental area. Small elementary area आपण consider करणार आहे, त्याचा area जो असणार आहे तो dA असणार आहे. So that we have denoted at the center dA. And what is the temperature of the hot fluid at that particular dA? That is TH, and temperature of cold fluid is TC. And what is the temperature difference? That is theta. Okay, and we have denoted that small temperature difference for the hot fluid, that is dTH, and small temperature difference for the cold fluid, that is dTC. म्हणजे अगोदरची जी काय आपण लाईन ड्रॉ केलेली आहे TH आणि TC ची, त्याच्यापेक्षा तिथं टेम्परेचर काय झालेलं आहे? कमी झालेलं आहे. तर तो जे काही टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज झालेलं आहे, that temperature difference for the hot fluid, that is dTH, and for the cold fluid, that is dTC. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram, LMTD for the parallel flow heat exchanger. समजले? पॅरलल फ्लो मध्ये हॉट फ्लुइड आणि कोल्ड फ्लुइडची डायरेक्शन सेम असणार आहे. ती कन्स्ट्रक्शन डायग्राम आपण लेफ्ट हँड साइडला ड्रॉ केलेली आहे. हॉट फ्लुइड आणि सराउंडिंगला कोल्ड फ्लुइड आहे. तर तुम्हाला डायग्राम मध्ये असं वाटेल की हे 3 पाईप आहेत. Actually there are not 3 pipes, there are only 2 pipes. At the center there is a 1 pipe, and from that pipe hot fluid is moving, and at the periphery of the hot fluid there is a 1 pipe, and through that pipe cold fluid is moving. Okay, so this is the cross section. So because of that we feel that there are 3 pipes, but actually there are only 2 pipes. Center ला एक पाईप असणार आहे, त्याच्या सराउंडिंगला एक पाईप असणार आहे. जर तुम्ही ती पाईप मधनं कट केली तर तुम्हाला काय दिसणार आहे? हे अशा टाइपचे 3 pipes असल्याचं दिसणार आहे. Okay, so actually there are 2 pipes. In the central pipe there is a hot fluid, and whatever the pipe which is at the periphery of that particular pipe, there is a cold fluid. There is a cold fluid. Okay, so all of you draw this diagram. TH1 to TH2 hot fluid चं टेम्परेचर कमी होणार आहे. TC1 to TC2 cold fluid चं टेम्परेचर इनक्रीज होणार आहे. TH1 आणि TC1 मधला डिफरन्स हा θ1 असणार आहे, and TH2 आणि TC2 मधला डिफरन्स काय असणार आहे? θ2 असणार आहे. So we consider this small elemental area. After diagram, we have to write down the θ1. θ1 is nothing H1 minus TC1. What is meant by θ2? θ2 is nothing but TH2 minus T2. θ1 मध्ये काय असणार आहे? जे काही लेफ्ट हँड साइडला टेम्परेचर आहे हॉट फ्लुइड आणि कोल्ड फ्लुइड, त्याचा डिफरन्स म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? आणि राइट हँडला जे टेम्परेचर आहे म्हणजे हॉट आउटलेट टेम्परेचर आणि कोल्ड फ्लुइड, तो जो डिफरन्स आहे दॅट इज नथिंग बट so θ1 is equal to TH1 minus TC1, and θ2 is nothing but TH2 minus TC2. TH2 minus TC2. and theta is but आपण एक स्मॉल एलिमेंटल एरिया कन्सिडर केलेला आहे, आणि स्मॉल एलिमेंटल एरियासाठी हॉट फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर काय असणार आहे? TH असणार आहे, and cold fluid टेम्परेचर असणार आहे, and that temperature difference is nothing but, so all of you write down, theta is equal to TH minus TC. Theta is equal to TH minus TC. Theta is equal to TH minus TC. Okay, so anyone reply in the chat box? All of you completed that constructional diagram and graphical diagram? Anyone reply in the chat box? Anyone? The diagram is over. Okay, so this is parallel flow exchanger. आपल्याला parallel flow साठी analysis equation find out करायचं आहे. Okay, so we have to find out the equation for, so right on to consider small area, तर small area साठी आपल्याला equation मिळेल. Okay, so you write down, let us consider an elementary area dA, let us consider an elementary area dA of heat exchanger. जो काय एलिमेंट आपण कन्सिडर केलेला आहे त्याचा एरिया पण काय कन्सिडर केलेला आहे dA इतका एरिया कन्सिडर केलेला आहे तो तेवढाच एरिया आपण काय करणार आहे फर्स्ट स्टेप मध्ये कन्सिडर करणार आहे. सो लेट अस कन्सिडर an elementary area dA of heat exchanger. Okay, then write on the next line. We have to write down the equation for that particular area. How much amount of heat is rate of flow of heat through this particular elementary area. So for that we have to write down the equation. So all of you write down the rate of flow of heat, the rate of flow of heat through this elementary area, the rate of flow of heat, the rate of flow of heat through this elementary area, through this elementary area is given by okay. So if we are considering the total heat exchanger, at that time what we have written, that is Q is equal to, but in this case we are considering the small elemental area. So because of that we have written the small elemental area आपण denote कसं करतोय dq किंवा area असेल तर dA. So in that form we have to write down the equation for the rate of flow of heat through this elementary area. Okay, so dq is equal to, we know that what is the standard equation, U into a temperature difference, because U is nothing but overall heat transfer and that factor is the same. Area काय असणार आहे small elementary area चा dA, and what is the temperature difference for that particular small elementary area, that is Th and Tc. Okay, so Th minus Tc. Okay, so all of you write down that equation. dq is equal to U into dA into Th minus Tc. dq is equal to U into dA into Th minus Tc. Okay, so this is the equation for the rate of heat flow through this elementary area. Okay, so आता इथं काय होत असेल पॅरलल फ्लो हीट एक्सचेंजर मध्ये, एक हॉट फ्लुइड आहे एक कोल्ड फ्लुइड आहे. ओके, सो ऍज रिझल्ट ऑफ हीट ट्रान्सफर dq through the area dA, the hot fluid is cooled by the dTh. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेला एका पाईप मध्ये हॉट फ्लुइड असणार आहे दुसऱ्या पाईप मध्ये कोल्ड फ्लुइड असणार आहे, तर त्या पर्टिक्युलर स्मॉल एलिमेंटरी एरियामध्ये काय होणार आहे, हॉट फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर कमी होणार आहे. आणि ते कितीने कमी होणार आहे, dTh ने कमी होणार आहे, जे आपण डायग्राम मध्ये मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. फॉर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर स्मॉल एलिमेंटरी एरिया द टेम्परेचर ऑफ हॉट फ्लुइड इज रिड्युसेस बाय dTh. At the same time, what will happen? The temperature of the cold fluid is increases. Hot fluid temperature कोण घेणार आहे, cold fluid घेणार आहे, and because of that the temperature of the cold fluid is increases. And what amount that temperature is increases, that is dTc. Already we have denoted in the diagram. dTh is nothing but temperature of the hot fluid is reduces and dTc is nothing but temperature of the cold fluid is increases. So on that statement, as a result of as a result heat transfer, d through the area dA, a result of heat transfer d through the area dA, through the area dA, the hot fluid is cooled by dTh. The hot fluid is cooled by dTh, whereas the cold fluid is heated by dTc. समजले, हॉट फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर कितीने कमी होणार आहे, dTh, ते जे आपण डायग्राम मध्ये मेन्शन केलेलं आहे तेवढं टेम्परेचर त्या स्मॉल एलिमेंटरी कमी होते, म्हणजे dTh ने कमी होणार आहे. आणि कोल्ड फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर काय होते, इन्क्रीज होते. अँड बाय व्हॉट अमाऊंट दॅट टेम्परेचर इज इन्क्रीजेस, दॅट इज dTc. ओके, dTh म्हणजे काय होणार आहे, तर हॉट फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर तेवढ्या व्हॅल्यूनं कमी होणार आहे, आणि dTc म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, टेम्परेचर तेवढ्या व्हॅल्यूनं डिक्रीज होणार आहे. ओके, टेम्परेचर ऑफ द कोल्ड फ्लुइड इज इन्क्रीजेस. हॉट फ्लुइडची हीट कोण घेणार आहे? फ्लुइड घेणार आहे. म्हणजे हॉट फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर काय होणार आहे? कमी आहे. आणि ॲट द सेम बोला कोल्ड फ्लुइडचं टेम्परेचर होणार आहे. So this is the equation for the equation written for the LMTD for the parallel fluid exchanger. Now we have to write down the energy balance over the differential area D. तो जो काही differential area आपण त्याच्यासाठी आपण काय करणार आहे तर energy balance equation लिहिणार आहे. Part we have to take in the next lecture. जो काय राहिलेला पार्ट आहे इक्वेशनचा डेरिव्हेशनचा तो पार्ट नेक्स्ट लेक्चरला कंप्लीट करणार आहे. ओके, ऑल ऑफ यू put your roll numbers in the chat box so that I will take your attendance. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Stop the recording and close the meeting.